So here is my game Fright. Players are required to take a 10-second heart rate check before entering the game and take the highest value to start the game. For example, if the highest value this time is 81, then when the game is played with a heart rate of 121, the difficulty within the game will change. In this part of the design, the player is given a second code 7 in the flickering TV set. If the player's heart rate here reaches 121 or more, the TV's flickering is replaced with a scary and a mandatory image to watch. If the player's heart rate exceeds the 131, the player will be deducted one level of blood and enter the pause screen, and will not be able to resume the game until the heart rate drops below 121. In this part of the design, the player will hear three different pieces of music after interacting with the recorder as a way to get the last digit code 3. Similarly, if the player's heart rate exceeds 121, the music will be a section of quests as well as screens, and the player whose heart rate is too high will be deducted from the blood count and the game will be paused. In the design of the bathroom, when the player looks into the mirror breaks and the light flashes. If the player's heart rate reaches 121 or more in this, the walls and the floor of the bathroom will be streaked with blood after a flash, and again, blood will be deducted from a high heart rate. The player can get the third code 0 on the bathroom wall. The player needs to count the number of paintings to get the first password 8. Here, if the player's heart rate reaches 121 and above, the paintings will turn into scary paintings and fall to the ground. If the heart rate is too high, blood will be deducted. The player has only 3 frames of blood. If the blood is deducted, the game will be lost. In the final part, the player will be chased by monsters that appear out of nowhere. The higher the player's heart rate, the faster they can run within the game. In this level, the player is not limited by a high heart rate, and only failure, being chased by a monster, will result in immediate death and a restart of the game. However, for safety reasons, once the player's heart rate reaches 150 or more, the game will be forced to pause and restart from the starting point of the maze when the heart rate drops to a normal level.